final
has
day.
what have been some of your biggest shocks or surprises watching it all back? Because as you just said, like you were living in like what was reality for you, but then you see all of the interviews with the women back and you piece together each of the stories a little bit more. So what has been most surprising or shocking to you?
Uh, One that comes to memory is what happened really in Estonia with Kat pulling me out into the hallway before the charity one-on-one date, and I didn't know like what had followed and been like the reality for the girls for the past week or so afterwards. Like I didn't know that it caused such issues or conflict within the women, so much so that it did. I thought it was, just kind of something that had happened, and then it's like, all right, the next day we're on a date, and we're okay. Now we're traveling to the next location, and I didn't know how much stress that caused for everyone else in the fighting that had happened.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't learn that till I watched the episode. Really, I didn't know that that was like a conflict by any means.
So let me ask you this then. So now that you're kind of watching it all back and you've lived it, like, is there one moment or several moments where you thought, like, maybe I shouldn't have reacted so quickly? Or do you stand by basically every decision you've made thus far?
No, no, I've definitely looked back and looked at quite a few situations where I know I could have handled it way better. The decisions, of having to send someone home, I do stand by that because I'm, feeling out and seeing like who could my person be. But to get to that point, there were, yeah, a few interactions in general where I look back and I see that like I failed myself, I failed that person, and not necessarily who I am, and I want to get better from it. So I've like the decisions, yes, but not the way I have handled some of them.